Good morning, traders. I'm Ricky Gaspard. I am your host. And this morning we are sorted by volume, highest to lowest. And you can do that just by clicking on the name. We'll be watching for volume spikes over here in this column. Once we see a volume spike, we will click on it. Then come over here and check the current bar volume and make sure we have enough volume to get in and get out safely. What I mean by that is that this number is steadily flowing, no slowing down. Buyers and the sellers are attacking it, and you will see that when it happens. We also confirm that these two moving averages have crossed over, and usually when they're spiking, they have crossed over. This is the 5 and the 13 EMA. We want to see these white arrows coming in. That means more buyers are coming in. These are selling. These are buying back. You'll also see me mark support and resistance level. As the price is rising and the price stops rising, I will put a resistance level right here. And as this candle pulls back and stops and closes, I will put a support level here. And you want to plan your entry down here in this area for the next bounce up. And this dominator master is our volume indicator. Before we click the buy button in these areas, we want to see these bars coming in, tall green bars in a dominator. That's buyers coming in. This little red is the sellers. And this is the my blessing indicator. We want to see these lines pointing up as much as north as we can get them, at least above the yellow line. That tells us that this stock is going to go up. Never trade off of my screen. My screen is sometimes delayed. Delays can cost you money. I am not a professional stock investor. If you're going to use any of my tools, take any of my recommendations, or trade off of any of my words, I strongly suggest you reach out to the help of a professional financial advisor before you make any decision to trade off of any of the information that you see in this live stream. And that said, let's see if we can make some money this morning. And good morning to everyone. We have about 2.5 minutes to go. GME is moving up this morning off of news from Reddit. And I posted the article over in Discord. And it's something to do with somebody owning a bunch of shares in the company and a bunch of calls. And we'll see how GME responds this morning. Remember, 10 shares is better than no shares if this thing takes off. And it looks like it's warming up for a takeoff. But don't be fooled. Don't chase it. Let's do a pullback if we can get one. If you're a brave soul and buy green candles, I'll put you on my prayer list. David, the channeling arrow is it's in a squeeze and it gives early direction for the options traders to let them know which way the stock may break out. If you're an options trader, you'll have to watch it along with your trading and see how it responds. There's several ways to use it. It all depends on each options trader. So one of them is an early warning that the stock may break out up or down. The other one is the suggested buy arrow. That's if the stock continues in that direction. Everybody can hear me okay this morning? No, we had an issue on Friday. Thank you very much. About 15 seconds to go. We'll see what happens with GME. Make sure your chart is on EXT or you won't get a trade in. That's in your active trader. It's called TIF and you put it on EXT. Let's see what GME is going to do here. Pulling back hard. This is why you don't chase green candles and jump in because you think it's going up, because sometimes it can go right down. Looks like the buyers are buying up what they're selling. You got a long wick on the bottom of this candle. This long wick are the buyers buying up what they're selling and could push the stock higher. I'm going to go ahead and mark the resistance right up here. This candle closes down here. That will be our support level. It may not give me a chance. The buyers could just keep on buying it and pushing it higher, so a support level may not be achievable here. There's the buyers buying it up to push it higher. Let's see where she goes. From 44 to 44.50 and rising. I'm watching these spikes here. They're continuing to climb. We have other stocks moving as well, but I'm more interested in GME at the moment. $44.50, $44.75. Did they halt it? It looks like they halted it. There's too many buyers on board. This could go into a halt for hours. Who knows? It's unhalted now. Climbing to 45.36. Still climbing. 45.67, 70, 45.78. 45.85. $46. If you're in profit, start taking some off the top. Don't try to nail the top of it. You'll never do it. Just leave a little bit in there to run if you feel like you need to leave some shares there. We're already up over $1 since it started this morning. Profit takers coming in. This red candle is profit taking. Heavy selling. Everybody panicking. Nobody knows where it's going. Go ahead and mark the resistance level up here. We're pulled back to a support level. Watch for this long wick to develop on the bottom. That would be the buyers buying up what they're selling. More selling going on, pulling back down to 43.35. Dimitri, they can halt pre-market if the news affects the stock too much. That's a simple way to put it. They're going to control it. No matter what happens, they're going to control the flow. Pulling down down to 42.92. I'm watching for a wick on the bottom. If they keep buying it up, this may be a channel to play this morning. Let's see if it sets up. We can come above this 43.35. We may bounce up to 46 and back down and back up and back down. Looks like the 6 o'clock rush is over. Hopefully you took profit when I said to start working your way out of that position. I'm pretty sure there will be more to come the closer we get to 8 o'clock. Now that the panic selling may be over, they may drive it up a little bit more. Need to watch for volume spikes right here in this column for the buyers coming back in. I'm also watching the My Blessing indicator down here. I'm waiting for this orange line to turn around and start working its way back up. Looks like the buyers are trying to get a position again. We need a volume spike to happen though. Don't get in if the volume spike doesn't occur. We need a rush of buyers coming in. You can see the volume has slacked right here. Starting to pick up a little now. Good job, Rich L. Well, that was a good little bit of excitement for Monday morning. You had a chance to pick up $1 a share if you were lucky. Holding this 43, holding right around 43.50. We haven't broken down below 43.35. That would be our support level. Keep your eyes down here for tall green bars and for these indicators to start moving up. I think GME is going to steal the show for today. I really do. I think the buyers are going to be over here. I did put the upload on PreMarket Risers and PreMarket Risers Custom and Magic Scan. They're over in TOS Scans. I think the numbers were 440 and 46, maybe something somewhere around there. Let me look. Yeah, 440 and 46 in TOS Scans. Dropping down below 43.35 now. The spread is always going to jump when you got a stock moving this radical. When there's a lot of buyer interest in the stock, they're always going to work the spread and make their part. And those of you who don't know what the spread is, this is the difference between the bid and the ask. Let's say you bought 100 shares or wanted to buy 100 shares and you clicked it when this was red. You're going to be down $12 or $14 depending on what number this is on right when you click the buy button. You want this number to be low as possible before you click it. But a stock this active, it's going to be a little bit higher than normal. I have this spread indicator set for 9 cents. If it's above 9 cents, it turns red. That tells me be cautious. Currently at 15 cents, 12, it's bouncing around. Pulling back down to a lower level, it looks like 41.50 is where it's headed. Right here in this area. Not seeing any other volume spikes so far yet this morning. There were a few while this was going on, but I didn't want to switch on you. You guys need to check your Discord. If you're not getting sound, hit that gear icon on the bottom left. Go to voice and audio. Make sure your speakers and mic are selected. Mine were changed this morning. I guess Discord had an update. And every time they have an update, it seems to knock either my mic or my speakers out. So gear icon bottom left, voice and audio or voice and video, whatever it says. Make sure your speakers and mic are selected at the top. Back up to 43.35. I'm not seeing a spike happen right here, so it's just a few buyers coming in. Volume is picking back up now. Rising slowly. Not seeing the rush that we had earlier when it was rising here. This was happening during a spike. You can see the white arrows were coming in. We just now have a white arrow from a short spike, but nothing over here in the volume spike column. Profit takers. It is definitely other markets trading at those hours. I think there's a couple of platforms, if you subscribe to them, you can trade at those hours. Watching for volume spikes. That's what I'm doing when you hear I'm silent. FFIE making a run up. It's a cheaper stock under $1. Pulling down to 75. It's only paying out pennies, so don't get too excited. We'll be waiting on a pullback. We've already had one pullback right here in this area. Will we get another one? That's yet to be determined. We don't chase green candles. We wait for a pullback for the run up. FFIE has been moving for about 3 weeks, maybe 4 now. It's a cheaper stock, been bouncing up and down. A lot of activity in this one. You should have it in your personal watch list. As these stocks move, make sure you move them over to your personal watch list so you can watch them throughout the day. Most of the time, the stocks that are in pre-market are the plays all day long. FFIE moving up a little bit, half a penny. Nice volume. This is what I'm talking about when I say I want to see volume moving nicely. Steadily moving. Might be setting up for a pullback here. I'll go ahead and mark resistance. Let's see if we pull back to this 73 cents. Probably 75 cents. I've missed it a few pennies. Long tail on the bottom of that candle was buyers buying up what they're selling. Going up to retest 75 cents. Now working its way down, maybe we will test that 75. This is really not worth getting in. There's only a penny and a half between these two right here. Not worth the investment. GME pulled all the way down to $40 and is now working its way back up slowly. I would not take an entry here. Not unless we have another rush of buyers and sellers. They should be named differently. I did put a date on the end of them. Unless you erase that date, then it's trying to look for the same file. You can delete the other ones, delete that scan and then reload it. They are, what I did is I uploaded the ones that you see on the screen so that everybody would have the same as me. And I do make changes from time to time. So I went ahead and uploaded them just to make sure we're all equal. Looks like GME is calmed down for now. So now we're back to a normal Monday slow start. All right, GME sticking its head above water. Waiting for it to pop back up in the list, either one of these two lists. It's already caught up in Magic Scan. It'll probably stay there most of the morning. Volume has pretty much died. Good job, Terry. BPTH flying this morning. It's currently at 318. Running on up. Nice bounce upwards. Let's see how strong the run is. Let's see if we can get a pullback play out of it. A lot of sellers. A big tall wick on the top is not good news, so be cautious here. We don't want to get in a pump and dump. Going to go ahead and mark resistance, see if this candle closes or do they come back in and buy it up. Selling off pretty hard. Long tail on the bottom means the buyers are buying up what they're selling and will drive the price up higher. This candle closes down here, I will mark the support level. That candle did close. Let's see if we get the bounce up. Pushing on up. Come on, baby, you can do it. Start taking profit. Didn't stay up there very long. Have another opportunity here. Waiting to see if we're going to push up higher or do they sell it off. It's looking pretty weak right here, so be careful. Couple more sellers. It may get back up there to that 313. We have another level down now. Not looking too strong. We'll keep an eye on it, pushing back up a little bit. Back up to 313. See if we can get back up to 326 now. And possibly break through. Let's break through and go on up. If you were in the hole, I would be covering right now. Pushing up a little bit more for the breakout to 345. This one was hard to trade. I'm going to admit that. It was all over the place. Pushing up higher now. If you're in profit, take it. Don't worry about how high it's going to go. Just cover your green. Stay green for the morning. This one's not cooperating like I like to see them work. Good job, Rain. Rain, did that one take you into the red for a moment? I thought so. It recovered nicely, though. Now up to 340. So that's the second one this morning. The possibility you could have got up to about 40 or 50 cents on it had you made the right entry. I did not play this stock, so I'm at 0. BPTH pushing up a little higher. 367. I'm still watching GME. It's not spiking. It's probably pulling back even more. Good job, Hurricane Shop. Good job, YouTube. Pumping up for some more. High at 378 now. So when you're doing this scalping, just try to get a good piece of it. Don't try to hang on for life. When you hang on that long, your whole object of scalping is to get in, wait for the run up, and get out. Good job, Rain. Silverado, it was okay. I didn't like it that it gave us a signal to get in and then it pulled back down to 298. That was not the right direction, but it did recover on that second level down. So I guess it ended up good. Probably scared the hell out of everybody though. All right, here we go. It's Monday. I'm negative. No, we're not going to go for that. We're going to be green, right? Picasso 30 minutes ago, I called to get out on it. Take your profits, I said. Need to work on your entry then if you got in late. Well, you don't get in a trade and then go researching. That's not the way to do it. If you're going to make a trade, you need to be 100% focused on that one trade. No distractions. I'm not showing the colored candles, Greg. I'm on the V4 indicator. Bumping up a little bit more. I'm going to say we're going to be playing around in this zone now for a while. I'll go ahead and mark that resistance level where it's bouncing around. Good job, Rain. Pushing up a little more. Now we broke that 360. Pulling back down below 360. A lot of sellers up there. Pushing above that 360 now, going to make a new high at 379. $380, pulling back, profit takers. So you don't chase it in this area. The play would have been back here. And a very hard play to call. Back down to 360. I'm watching for volume spikes. I'm not seeing any currently. Profit takers on BPTH. All right, so two money makers this morning. GME, BPTH. Not a bad start for a Monday morning. BPTH now pulling back. Sellers taking their profits. Too late now, Manny. The run was earlier. GME's been falling. It's probably just creating a lower high. I don't think it's going to move again till almost market open. They may pump it up before the bell rings and then sell off before the bell rings. And then it may go up again when the bell rings. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm sure they're going to work it for profits. We need to work it as well. I see spike numbers, but you notice these numbers are not moving, so they're not active. Could be just one or two buyers and then not another buyer. Need to see these percentages jump up into 3, 5, 10. They will jump high. NIVF. Not too healthy of a stock by looking at the candles. We already have support and resistance levels marked, so we must have played it before. Looks like those levels are still relevant. So you should have GME and BPTH in your personal watch list to watch throughout the morning. You are welcome, Silverado. We'll switch back over to GME. We're coming up on the 7 o'clock hour. I want to see if we get it pushed back up. Closer we get to the top of the hour, the more people will come on board. Another market opens. So we could get another profit boost here. You are welcome, Hurricane. Let's see if the Lord will bless us again. I believe He will. If it's your first time here on YouTube, I stream for free for the first hour at PreMarket from 5:55 to 6:55. Then I end the YouTube live stream at 6:55 and move over to our Discord channel. If you're not a member of our Discord, there's a link to it up at the top of your chat box. The white and yellow ribbon up there, you click it, join our Discord channel. If you like what you see, upgrade and come and join us for the remainder of this market session, which ends around 9:30 or 10 o'clock. That's usually when the market dies. I don't do the algo trading throughout the day. That's not my way of trading. So I usually stop after everything starts slowing down. And that's really all you need each morning is to trade till about 9:30 or 10. Until this market turns around and people come back after the summer break and heavy trading starts again. I may trade a little bit longer throughout the day. But I thank everyone on YouTube for joining me this morning. Hopefully you made a little bit of money. All right, YouTube, good luck in your trading. May the Lord bless you well. I will see you tomorrow morning for another free hour. God bless.